we're going to have a look. We're going to have a look at putting these side steps on. Miserable, rainy UK, but we're going to give this a go. Notice I've got it up on ramps so we can get underneath a bit easier. I'll show you what the kit includes. We have this kit here with these brackets. So bearing in mind that we're trying to do, for instance, the driver's side, and what it looks like is I need one of these. That goes at the front. So basically this end bolts onto what's already on the car, and this end then goes onto the side steps, as you can see from that picture there. So that's the front. We have this bigger one which seems like it's straight at the back. So I'm going to go underneath the car on the driver's side and see if I can work out where these sort of link to, where these bolt to, and yeah, we'll go from there. So just running through the bolts, this end, which is the bigger size, the bigger size being a 10 by 30, that is what puts the brackets on, and the smaller ones, so these will be the M8 by 25, these smaller ones then hold on the steps, which would be here. I'm going to go under the car and see what we can see. So here we are under the car. The idea is it wants us to put this bracket, this bracket here, and as you can see it will then protrude out for us to put the steps on. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these, set the camera up, put these in place. I presume at the other end there's similar holes where the other bracket will fit into. So let's give this a go and see how we get on. So you can see I've put the bracket in place there, and at the other end the bracket in place up there. So I'm going to tighten these now and then do the other side, and then what we'll do is we'll then offer up the side step this side and start seeing how it looks. 17 socket and a 17 spanner. Tighten these up now. Okay, that's that end. Let's go to the other end. Okay, so we'll do this end now. We've got this side on. One thing I would definitely say, you know, I tightened up the brackets initially. Don't do that. Don't tighten them. Leave them loose, because you're going to have to undo them again to wiggle and jiggle this side step in place. Let me pop down there and show you what we've done. So here's the bracket, and this is where the side step then bolts onto that. Now with the brackets tightened like I had done, this was proving very difficult to get into the holes correctly. You needed this bracket loose so that you could wiggle it enough to get that in place, and the same with the other end. Let me move closer to the other end so I can show you. So this is the bracket, the other end. As you can see, there's the step, how it joins. Once again, you need this bracket loose so that you can wiggle it enough to be able to get those bolts in. So basically on the other side now, I'm going to loosen up these two brackets and then offer up the step and try and get it fitted. So let's now hit the other side. Okay, so we're going to offer up the side step just to roughly get it in place, and that's when we have to fiddle about to get it correct. See how much faffing around was needed just to actually get the two bolts in. It took ages, and now I've got to adjust it now so that it actually lines up straight looking. So it's not a quick job, this putting on these side steps. That is it. So I'll show you underneath now. This is one bracket done, and obviously down the other end is the other bracket. So that's the side steps done. We'll now move on to doing the bull bar, which obviously is at the front of the car. Okay, so you join me underneath the ML, and if I bring it forward, so the bull bar, apparently we have to be using these holes here And if I go to the other side, so obviously we've got our fan there, engine. The other side is the holes there. So this is apparently where we join on the bull bar. So yeah, we'll try and get some video footage of us doing this bit as well now. Okay, so these are the instructions for the bull bar. You get these nuts and bolts, some brackets, some weird washer things, and some further brackets. And looking at the instructions, I mean, I'll go to the back page first, and it confirms what we were saying about where we're putting these brackets. These holes, remember I showed you? And there we can see the brackets in place. So if we have a look here at the instructions, this is the setup of them. Now it seems to me that what we do, because the holes are small, we have to push these through somehow, those holes that we saw, and so you'd sort of like go in like this, so this is showing. And yeah, then tighten with bolts from the other side, or maybe not, don't know. I'm gonna have to have a look and see what they're actually saying there. But this is the instructions we've got, and this is the tools we have. So I'm going to go back underneath and try and work out how these brackets actually sit there and how we get these bolts through. So here we are under the ML. These need to go in there. You can see me putting it in the hole in there, so they pop out this way. And then once that's in place, this bracket will then go like that. It's quite hard to show you on the video. See if I can set up the camera so that you can watch me doing it. Part's done. We've got the bolts in. Now I've got to get the bracket on that and then tighten it. So yeah, wish me luck. Got the bracket kind of in place now. It's just a matter of tuning up those bolts. I think this is going to be the hardest bit of it all. Once the bracket's on, these ones are easy to get to then for mounting the actual bull bar. But yeah, getting these ones through here, as you can see, I used a bit of masking tape to try and hold those things in place from behind, because you don't really want to lose those in that sort of crash bar. Really, it'd be quite awkward. That's 50 Newton meters. Now we'll do the other side. Okay, so these brackets are on. Now we move to the next stage. We've got the two brackets on. We can now offer up the bull bar and see how that fits and go from there. Cable ties just to kind of hold it in place initially. So the bull bar is fitted. I'll take you underneath and show you under what it looks like. So this is the bracket under. Obviously we have the bit there, and then this is how the bull bar joins on. Across the other side, same process. Quite fiddly. Once again, I would recommend you leave these loose, all these bolts here, not the main bracket one, but these ones here, leave them loose to actually fit the bull bar, because you have to do a lot of jigging around and faffing around. I'm wondering if you could do with going back this way more, yeah, that way more, but for now it's good, and we'll get it off the ramp so you can see what it looks like at proper level. So let's get it off the ramps. Okay, so here she is with the bull bar and the side steps. Now I personally really like them. I know there's going to be people that don't like this sort of modification. You know what, it's my ML, not yours, but at the end of the day I think it looks great, and really pleased with the result. So yeah, we'll continue with work on this ML, but I think she looks pretty good with that bull bar and those side steps. So we'll see you on the next ML video.